This man had shaved 99 times in one morning, but every time he shaves, immediately grows back. What's going on? Is there something wrong with the razor? He strokes his sexy beard. He sprays a whole bottle of bubbles into his hand. This time he's going to shave it all off in one go. Looking at his clean face in the mirror, satisfied, he grabs a towel and wipes off the lather, and the beard grew back neatly. Before Jack had a chance to break down, he received a strange box. It was filled with all sorts of tools. Is he supposed to shave with these tools? When he saw the number 614 on the box, Jack had a vague feeling that something wasn't right, and then he received a whole truckload of building materials out of nowhere. He hadn't bought any of this stuff. It wasn't until he saw the last number on the order, Jack remembered that he had set his alarm for 7 o'clock, but this morning it was 6:14. Today is also June the 14th, and the weirdness had just begun. Jack leaves for work. A bunch of little animals were following him. It was like Jack owed them money. When he got to the office, a bunch of birds flew over his head. It's like he's a human tree branch. He couldn't get rid of them. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't figure it out. He had never poked a bird's nest in all his decades of life. How could he be treated like this? He couldn't go to work. He drove home, but then 2 cows blocked his way. Jack was about to yell at them, only to find that 2 sheep had gotten into the car. At some point, there were 2 little raccoons in the passenger seat. When he stopped the car, a flock of vultures all flew on top of his car. He was so scared that he drove home, but just as he reached his door, he was surrounded by another group of animals. Jack's mouth grew wide with shock. Inside, he's devastated. He just wanted to know what the hell was going on. Just then an old man in white suddenly appeared beside him. With a wave of his hand he dispersed all the animals. Jack was already dazed by the day's experiences, but what the old man said next shocked Jack completely. The old man claimed to be God. He said that on June the 22nd, there would be an unprecedented flood. He asked Jack to build a Noah's Ark before the flood. The old man was a mind reader. He knew what Jack was going to ask. He gave Jack a construction book. Then he used his powers to show Jack what this place looked like decades ago. As mankind developed this place, it was turned into a high-rise. The animals lost their homes. The animals have lost their homes and have had to endure the devastation caused by human overdevelopment. Finally, Jack was told that the tools and materials needed to build the ark were ready for you. Once you get the animals on the ark, they will never haunt you again. In the face of these unbelievable events, Jack chose to believe in God's word. He began to build the ark with his children, but he couldn't lose his job either, so he had to build the boat 3 days and work 2 days. His inability to work with his hands caused the ark to be slow. This angered God, and something even more bizarre happened.